Hello, beautiful souls, and happy full moon. This is going to be a full moon energy activation. And how this energy activation is going to go is I have intuitively picked up on the three main messages that I'm feeling for the collective this full moon. So I'm going to go over each one of those messages, and then I'm going to guide you through a meditative energy healing and activation session for each message so that you can integrate it in a way that is aligned with where you are on your journey, with your intentions, and what you most need and desire right now. In just a moment, I will be connecting energetically to you. Energy knows no time and space, and I will be channeling the energy of this full moon through me into this session. So whenever you listen to it, you will receive this energetic healing and activation, always for your highest and best good, always aligned with what you most need and desire. If you are open and receptive to receive this energy healing, just say yes. And as I take a minute or so to connect to you energetically, I invite you to set your full moon intentions. What you are ready to release, what you are ready to call in, create, or manifest. I will let you know once we are connected, and then we'll go through the rest of this process. We are now energetically connected. I'm channeling the high vibrational energy of the divine and of this full moon through me into you. Take a moment to wrap up any intentions that you are setting, and then allow yourself to receive. The overall message that I'm feeling collectively, not just for this full moon, but for the entire month of December, is there is a great shift in consciousness occurring. There is a great shift of realities occurring for individuals as well as the collective. And this shift that is occurring has been a creation of ours. It's not something that's happening to us or for us, but rather it is a byproduct of all of the healing, all of the intentions, the visualizations, the purging, the ascension, everything that you all have been doing on an individual basis has not only brought you to the point of being ready to shift into a greater state of consciousness, but collectively, because so many of us are doing this work, we have shifted the human conscious collective into a new paradigm. So with this in mind, the first message that I got for this full moon is a big purge of old egoic programs. What has happened is you have shifted yourself, and like I said, the conscious collective, into a new paradigm, into this new ascension paradigm, and it's going to continue. But we're in it, we're merging with this new reality, with this new consciousness. Anything that's not aligned with that, such as old limitations, old ego programs, are so uncomfortable in this new energy that they can be brought up to the surface. And they're being brought up to the surface so that you can consciously release them, or in some cases unconsciously release them. But if you're not aware that you are releasing these programs or that they're being brought up to be released, it can feel as if these programs are throwing a bit of a fit. Like it might feel like your ego is in overdrive. You might witness in the collective that people are seeming even more divisive, or they're being triggered, or there's just a lot of egos. And that is happening because we shifted into a new paradigm, and it's all coming up to the surface now to be transmuted. But for those who are not aware that it's being transmuted, they might get swept up into it. They might get swept up into their triggers, into these old ego stories. So the message is coming through for all who are listening to this so that we have an awareness of it, and also so that we can help transmute it, release it for ourselves and for the collective as well. The first activation I'm going to guide you through now is going to take you through a process where you are going to release some of your biggest, deepest limitations, ego patterns. And then we're going to go through a process where we are helping the collective release a lot of this shadow as well, doing it on their behalf because you have the awareness of it, and we can do that. And what I take you through in this activation, you can do on your own outside of this session. You can use the same tools that we go through anytime that you see certain programs arising in yourself or within others. So with that being said, let's begin with you. We call up to the surface now everything that you are ready to release. We call up to the surface now everything that is not in alignment with the intentions that you set. Just allow it to arise within your mind, within your body, within your awareness. What has been triggering for you? What has been eliciting fear, confusion, frustration? We're calling it to reveal itself to you now. And everything that just got brought up, I want you to see energetic cords attached to it. And we're going to follow those cords deep down into your subconscious, deep down into your energy field. And we are going to find that core wound, that core story or belief that you've been telling yourself, that leads to all of these old programs, these old energies. Just follow that cord down. What is that main limitation? What is that story, that illusion, that is the source of everything that's coming up to be released? One of my favorite tools to alchemize energy is the violet flame. And so we are invoking the violet flame now. Imagine and feel there is a violet colored flame surrounding your entire being now. You're also being surrounded by your team of guides and angels, ancestors, light beings who love you unconditionally, who are here to assist you today and support you in this process. And use your conscious choice to free yourself from these patterns, these limitations, these restrictions, these programs, these beliefs. Witness them as the illusion that they are. See them being lifted and extracted out of your mind, out of your energy field. The energy of that violet flame is pulling all of them out. It is alchemizing them back into light. It is freeing you from all of this energy now. And I invite you to call this violet flame into any areas of your life, your reality, or your experience that feel restrictive, that feel unaligned. And allow this violet flame to transmute this restrictive, unaligned energy from your reality and situations. Now, what energy would you like to replace this old unaligned energy with? What programs and beliefs would you like to instill within yourself that do feel more aligned? What about in your situations, your reality, your relationships with others? What would you like to be created? We have released all that's not aligned, but what energy would you like to replace that with? Just visualize it, intend it, bring it into your mind's eye now. And we expand this even further. In the collective, what energy has been triggering for you? What has felt out of alignment? Send all of that energy into the violet flame, and we intend that it is resolved for the highest and best good of all involved. And now bring to mind now what you would like to create for the collective. Knowing that you have all the power of Source Creator alive within you. What does your heaven on earth look like? Just bring that to the top of your mind now, and know as you do, you are setting that energy in motion. And this violet flame is going to continue to work with you, through your reality, through the conscious collective, the unconscious collective, humanity, the world. And throughout the rest of this session, we're asking that this violet flame continues to transmute all of that old unaligned energy into the energy of your intentions, of your heart's desires, for the highest and best good, and peace and harmony for all involved. And we're just going to let this happen and know that it's happening on our behalf, even if we are not consciously focusing on it. Which brings me now to the second energy that I picked up for the collective this full moon. And I want to start with a little story as an example. Whenever the universe or spirit shows us lessons or gives us signs in a fun and playful way, I call them God winks. Universe winks, source winks, whatever resonates. And I had a God wink situation yesterday. I do not have one of those watches that tracks your activity. I'm not saying anything about them, good, bad, indifferent. I don't have one. But recently my phone updated, and it now gives me updates on if I close my activity ring or not. And I never do, because I don't really have my phone on me whenever I'm doing active things. And so every morning I laugh because I get this notification on my phone that says, well, you didn't close your ring yesterday, Rachel, but, do better today. And it doesn't bother or trigger me, so I just laugh at it. But yesterday, I walked a lot and I had my phone on me, like most of the time. And so it's at night and I'm like, this might be the first day that I actually close this ring. And I open the thing on my phone and it tells me that I have 4 active calories left to burn until I close it. And so the Aries moon part of me is like, oh, I'm closing this ring. So I walk in circles around my living room, just staring at the ring, and it just doesn't budge. I just keep walking and walking and walking, and it just doesn't budge. It just stays the same. I'm like, well, that's annoying. And so I sit down and put my phone to the side and I focus on something else just for a second. And my phone dings and says, congratulations, you closed your ring. And of course, at that point, I'd gone over. And so I just took that all in, said, okay, I hear you, universe, I got it. And I was guided to share that because this is a collective energy that we are being reminded of. And that is the importance of rest. The importance of just completely relaxing. Whenever we are focused on healing, focused on a resolution, trying to manifest something, we a lot of times become very intent on it. We begin to think or believe that if we stop focusing on it, then it won't come to pass. But just as much happens in rest as happens in action or intention or contemplation. It's in those periods of rest where the action, the focus, the intentions are able to manifest, are able to integrate. And it is an ego consciousness of lack that tells us we have to keep working really hard. We have to keep focusing. So in my example, I had the intention to close that ring. I took the action to close it. But because I was so focused on it at that time, it did not reveal itself to me until I took my focus and attention off of it, relaxed, and then boom, it was there, what I wanted. And that is how the universe works a lot of times. For this full moon, so tonight or tomorrow, and also throughout the rest of this month, we are being encouraged to deliberately relax and rest. And when you do rest, do it just for the sake of resting and relaxing or having fun or playing, not with the intention of, okay, I'm going to make myself rest so that I can get what I want. Right? Just give yourself the gift of rest with the knowing that you are doing just as much, if not more, in that allowance than you are whenever you're doing the action, the intention setting, the healing. So with that in mind, the second activation is one of complete and total rest and relaxation. That violet flame is still working on your behalf, and we're sending all consciousness of lack into that violet flame. We're sending all programs that tell you you have to continue to work really hard to get what you want, to figure things out, to have a resolution. We're sending all resistance, all restriction into that violet flame. And we're opening you up to receive. We're opening you up to grace. But you don't have to focus on any of that. The universe wants you to know that everything is conspiring on your behalf. And for this moment, just let it all go. Let all worries, concerns, questions go, and give yourself the gift of rest in this moment. And if any discomfort arises around just being in a state of rest for the sake of resting, just let it fall away. Exhale it all out. And although in this session we are moving on to the final activation, once again, I invite you to rest. After this session, later on in the day or tomorrow, in the knowing that everything is working on your behalf and you don't have to work so hard. The final piece of guidance that I got for this full moon is that we are stepping into the unknown. Now, this is the unknown of your creation. It's the unknown of your soul's calling. And you are ready for what is next. Now, stepping into the unknown will look different for everybody. It might be very internal, meaning that the unknown is coming from an open-hearted place, perhaps. Really being in this vulnerable, open-hearted place and live your life from that space. Maybe it is opening your intuition and trusting your intuition above everything and anything else. Maybe it is embarking on a new journey, a very physical move. Maybe it is approaching what you do in a very different way. Whether that be your work, your relationships, how you live your life. And the message is coming through to let you know all is well, all is aligned, and encouraging you to embrace this unknown, even if it feels a little uncomfortable, even if it feels a little unsure, or even unsafe. You are safe. If you are following your heart and following your soul, you are absolutely safe and protected. The only part of you who is fearful is that part of you who's used to living in a particular way and finds safety in that. For this final activation, sink now into yourself. Sink now into that mystery, that unknown, where you are being called towards. Allow this mystery to reveal itself to you, either in intuitions, insights, or maybe you're just feeling the energy of it. And in your mind's eye, see complete blackness. You cannot see in front of you, but feel how your heart and soul are calling you to move forward. And take one step. And as you take that step, you see your pathway being lit up. And take another step, seeing more of your pathway being lit up. And just in your mind's eye, continue to walk in trust, walking deeper and deeper into this unknown, allowing your heart and your soul to lead the way, and seeing the pathway be lit up with every step you take. You are very safe. You are very supported. You came here for this. You are ready for this. Just surrender, drop the visual, and sink into trust. I'm grounding your energy, and as I am doing this, feel how supported you are in this moment. Feel the arms of Mother Earth coming up and giving you the most loving, secure hug. Feel your connection to the heavens above and the earth below. Feel your team of guides, angels, light beings surrounding you, supporting you, keeping you safe, helping to clear your path. And collectively, we welcome this new paradigm that we created. And we are ready for it. This session has now come to a close. I have disconnected from the energy. So be it, and so it is. We give thanks. Happy full moon. I will be putting sessions out at different points in December with the intention of them being very cumulative on each other. As I mentioned in the December session, I have 2 new creations on my website. One is a timeline jumping manifestation mini course. One is an ageless rejuvenation chamber. Both are 40% off just this week, so I'll link to those below. I'm sending you all of the love and light. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments about anything, and I will talk with you later.